And the laboratory is weird. It is weird. Because of that machine over there. Wait, there's another... Oh, that's what that is. Bay 2. Let me get this way. And Bay 1. Armory, weaponry, optics, woodcraft, chemistry. Armory, weaponry, optics, woodcraft, and chemistry.
The electroshock machine should work now.
Should it? All right. How the fuck do I know that it does? Is it the type of things that I selected? Anatomy and optics? I think so. There you are. I think it's time for you. Did we do it? I think so. How do I activate it? It's here, right? Yes.
No! 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 You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Thinks a little bit too high of himself, doesn't he?
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
There we go. And now he's nice.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do? I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer? I had an idea, but it's gone now. I'm very much afraid of what's happened. You can't have put me through that machine, but wait, what does it do?
I didn't put you through that machine. I put you through into the chair that you're in.
Please, kill me. Please make me die. Something something big is gone and I can't name it.
No, nothing was gone because, or nothing is gone because nothing was there in the first place. Yeah, goodbye. So, oh, I should probably
Please help me find it.
have this.
His memories flee from him as he seeks them. All is shifting, intermingling.
Maybe there'll be apple pudding at dinner. I would
Great
like to...
theorems drift just beneath the surface, just beyond his reach. But he cannot hold a thought for more than a few seconds. When he remembers, he is filled with rage and despair. The great cathedral of his mind, abandoned and ruined.
I think this art has a little bit too much of a high impression of Jindosh. The dude, first off, was doing what he was doing to Sokolov, so, you know, how great of a mind could he actually have had? But for practical things, he literally... So he did this whole thing just to make producing the robots cheaper. And he wanted to make them cheaper so that he could make more of them. I think maybe from a political perspective, you know, let's conquer this whole place or something. Maybe he's a great mind in that regard, in the sense of, like, he could conquer the whole place if he had the army. But he has... all of his stuff is bad, is all I'm saying. He makes bad things. No great mind here, just bad. At least he makes it, which is more than could be said for other people in a similar situation as him, honestly. But this is... it's a fantasy world, so... the inventors create things. Maybe. I don't know. Is he the one? No, he's not. Actually, yeah. He mentions the factory workers and how they apparently don't make the robots. I don't know. Let's look at our journal here and see what we have to do. Mission clues. Yeah, that's all the normal things. And now I just need to return to the skiff. Did I do a bad thing? I did. Actually, I closed this. Didn't mean to. I mean, it's a cool looking house. I bet it's a nightmare. It was a nightmare to make. I bet this was the hardest level that they had to make throughout the whole game. Not just because everything does fit together. And it does. But because, you know, it's a really complicated level that you have to learn, and you do learn. It's a fun level to play. And it needs to be challenging. It needs to be all the normal things a level is. And then it needs to be magical like that. Incredible. So we're just taking the train, I suppose. Oh, we push it forward to go backwards. That's intuitive design. What a lovely place. Oh, look at that big mountain. I wasn't even looking at it. That one over there. We've seen it from down below, I think. There's some graffiti inside of that wall right there I didn't see. Ooh. Oh, we're in the station. Good stuff. Sokolov? Come in. Where did that guy come from? Or gal. Mission letter from Delilah. Maria, take Heather and Kai. Travel to Karnaca tonight. The others there will give you a roof to sleep beneath, and they will keep you out of sight. Watch for our friend from Dunwall. When the moment comes, strike. If you succeed, I promise you will be rewarded, and beyond that, I'll make you a portrait. Your Empress forever, Delilah. Is it them? Is it these people that the guards had a letter for, and not me? Because they were on the lookout for somebody. Oh, they're witches. Of course they're witches. They're Brigmore witches. Oh, crap. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, this is disabled now.
Let's have a look around.
Better. What?
What?
That is a thing.
Come back here. Somewhere else.
There you are. Okay. They're everywhere. Where's the other one? Okay. A little bit of healing for good measure. But I don't know where the other one is. Oh, it's over here, both of them. Are they both doing that? With the eyes? Not really. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely did not see them. They were in the middle of the path, right? I don't know. They're not here. So I think we're safe. They were throwing things at me, though. Once I figured that they were going to see me, I just sort of decided that I was going to do it like that.
What?
A body
Somebody's not
here?
feeling well.
I forgot about this. People freak out when they see a body. Somebody is not feeling well, and that is very true. Okay. Was it through here? There we go. It's been a little while.
You did it. How is he? He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover. I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship. Give me just a little while.
I want to make sure there's nothing else in here.
Anton Sokolov, painter, inventor, and philanderer, famous throughout the Isles, loyal only to himself. Sokolov wonders now if it was all worth it. Once put forth, some ideas take on a life of their own. The years have softened him. He seeks to make up for the wrongs from his past.
Oh, look at that. The game acknowledging that Sokolov did wrong things in the past. Did he have this change of heart throughout Emily's life? Because that would make sense for her to see him as a benevolent friend.
He experimented on people during the plague years. Unwilling subjects who suffered needlessly at his hands. It was brief, but his time at the Hound Pit's pub as a prisoner stays with him. He was strangely happy. There is guilt within him for the things he did, but curing the rat plague saved so many. Not so long ago, the nobles vied for his attention, sent him gifts and flattery. Whose invitation would he accept? Whose portrait would he next paint? His past torments him. Can he ever atone for the pain he's caused? He is full of regrets, this old man. Sokolov, the once great alchemist. Some nights, he dreams of a young woman he once painted, decades ago. Her face, the most beautiful thing he'd ever beheld. She died before the painting was complete, and he burned it to ash. From Esmond Roseborough, Sokolov learned the power hidden inside whale oil. He harnessed it for devices that kill, and Roseborough took his own life. Some nights he wakes for the toilet, thinking he's at his old apartment on Caldwin's Bridge. He's confused by the layout of the dreadful whale. He retreated from Dunwall, tired of the petty squabbles of the elite. They still seek him out for portraits, new elixirs, or bawdy stories. Some just to see the great Sokolov, now stooped and humbled. It's all still there, in his mind. Every formula, every equation, harder and harder to recall. In his dreams, he sees the names and faces of every subject he experimented on in the name of progress. They would flock to his lectures. When all the seats were full, they would line the hallways, straining to hear. Hypatia, Jindosh, all the great minds of today owe him a debt. When Jindosh held him, Sokolov believed he would die, and that changed him. He is so tired. He is remembering a great voyage he took by sea. So many men lost, reaching Pandyssia, the burning wastes. Anton, how great you were. Rest now, my friend. I revealed his secrets. Ask me no more.
All right. All right. That is a very different characterization than the rest of the game gives you, but it is the characterization that I was talking about and expecting. But there's nothing else for us here. So...
Let's go then.
Never... Yeah, a lot of detections. But no kills, and... Wait. This isn't... Oh. Wow, that was not an assault heavy. Oh, that right. It was an assault heavy mission at the end. It's really skewed. I spent 80% of the level being super stealthy and 20% being super aggressive. Guess what? You're super aggressive. That's not how anything works. We didn't get all the paintings, but we got most of the stuff. That was pretty cool. And the things good. And we wake up here once again. Oh! Where's my journal? Oh, I know where my journal is. This isn't reality.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Yeah, because we're inside of our ship. So, we have a strange presence here.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were closest sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
It could be not her, technically. If this isn't a dream, whatever that means, not being a dream, because it could be a dream, and it could still be Delilah doing it. But just because she's showing up over here doesn't mean it's her doing.
But I want to come home like Jessamine.
I told you, when you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's at court every day.
Jessamine is, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
She's telling the story of her upbringing, I suppose.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel.
Not like the thick gruel from upstairs.
Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young Lady Jessie, what is your account?
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it.
And we lived in a cup of tea in the middle of the street. Worked 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. We did. There's really no, like, even if it is Delilah telling her story, there is no reason to believe that. Like, actually, it would make more. It would, for this to be believable, it would have to be not be told by Delilah. What is her intent in telling us this, though?
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
The sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
This is the way out.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
It's hard to know if it's your dear old aunt.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I think it still might be just a matter of she likes Sokolov. It isn't about whether he's a nice person or otherwise. She has a personal relationship with him. I wonder what Corvo would say in that particular cutscene. Huh.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
I think if Jessamine the Heart, in fact, I think if she thinks that was very, that it was trustful, I suppose, or you could trust that whole scenario, then that it was real. But yeah, the answer is no, you're not the one to blame. Although you are the one to blame for accusing somebody who didn't break whatever expensive stuff was there of breaking it. But anyway, this is a thank you note. It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. I got from an aristocrat. That's a wrong comma there, which is fitting, considering she's a pirate. Wanting quick passage out of Karnaca a while back. You'll need it now that Anton is back. If you want to sleep, his snoring cuts straight through the bulkhead. From Megan. I don't need it. I'm good.